Okay guys, now sorry about that, I got a bit cut off on that last video, so I'll just quickly finish that off before I show you spreadsheet 2. Now also, Miss Russell, who had yesterday, let me know that you guys had a bit of trouble accessing the Weebly page if you're on an iPad, because you actually need to have the app, okay? You can't download the app, which is really annoying at school unless you have your own data, so you just need to download that at home. Which I know is a bit of a pain. If you're on a desktop or a laptop computer, you won't have any trouble. It should be fine. If you do have trouble though, so you're either on an iPad or you're on a computer and it's not working, if you click on the Weebly tab there, so my class Weebly page, if you scroll down here, there's down the bottom, there's bit of information about accessing Weebly at school. So there's a few steps you need to follow to make sure that you're logged into your like student account on the school website, or on the school internet I should say. So you need to follow these steps, okay? So once you follow those steps, if you still can't do that, you need to go and see IT, okay? And they'll be able to help you to make sure that you can access that in the future. So if we go back, actually before we go back, if you go to the class Weebly page homepage, you'll see the other videos that I've made for you. Okay, so that's the first one where it shows you how to create your Weebly page. Here, I'm not sure why it's not loading up at the moment, but that's your Google Sheet one, which is the last video that I made, which unfortunately I got cut off from. But yeah, you'll find that there, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I'll add this video down there as well. These are all YouTube videos, so unfortunately as a student you can't watch them at school. It's a bit annoying again. You can watch them at home, or your teacher can show you these videos again if you need to see an instruction again, or whatever it might be. So that I don't get cut off again, let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. So this is back on Google Sheet 1. To calculate the total expenses, again I just use equals sum. Remember, the word sum means add up. Okay, so then I just highlight the values I want to add up, press enter, and then I just click on this box in the bottom right hand corner, drag that over, it adds all of that stuff up for me. Now at the moment all these figures are just numbers, they're not really identifying as money yet, so what I can do is I can highlight all of those cells and I go to format, and then what I can do is I go to number, and I can change it to currency. Okay, I can either change it to currency with no cents, or I can change it to currency with cents. So then you see there, now it's in figures, which is more relevant to what we're doing in this particular Google Doc. Now the same thing here, we just go equals sum, oops, equals sum, click on that, highlight that, enter, drag it down, click on that cell, drag it down, done. Alright, total income equals sum, highlight that, enter, drag it over this time till we get to here. So now in this cell here, okay, I'm going to put a box around that. That is our total expenses for that 3-month period. In this box we have our total income for that 3-month period. Now what we need to do is we need to calculate the balance. Okay, so the balance is equal to the total income, which is this cell here, minus the total expenses, which is this cell here. Now before I do that, all of these cells aren't yet money, so I've just realized that, so I'm just going to highlight all those, click format, number, currency. Now I may as well do the same thing for this cell, so format, oops, number, oops, number, and currency. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here for the balance is I'm going to type equals. Alright, now what I want it to do is I want it to be the income, so I click on the total income cell, so that one there. Okay, now I want to subtract this cell from that, so I type minus. Okay, don't use sum, you don't use the word sum in this cell because we're not adding anything, we're doing subtraction. Alright, so I just type in equals, click on the total income, then minus, and click on the total expenses figure. Enter, and it calculates the balance for me. That's all you need to do for that spreadsheet. Then you go and click share. I talked about this in the last video. Anyone with the link can view it. So copy the link, go to your Weebly page, click on the button, drag the button over, paste the link in there, done, then I can see it. Make sure that's in your Hurdle tasks page. Alright, I've just gone over that really quickly because 1, I don't want to get cut off again, but 2, because I've already covered that in the last video. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create Google Sheet 2. Alright, so if I go to Google Docs again, I scroll down, okay, this is the sheet that you need to be able to build, okay? Now everything in bold, you're going to type in. Everything on the inside of that it's basically a multiplication table, and you'll see that, yeah, it's whatever's in that first column multiplied by everything in that first row. Okay, now again, you need to type those bits in. So I'm going to do that really quickly and then I'll get back to you. Now, I was going to just type it in, but I want to show you an easy way to do it. So first of all, we need to create a new doc, new sheets. And then once that's loaded up, you're going to change the name of it to Google Sheet 2, kind of like what we did with the last one. Google Sheet 2. Now, instead of having to type 1 through to 10, this is one of the really cool things about spreadsheets. If I just type 1, 2, and then I highlight those 2 cells, and then I drag them down, it'll just do the 1 through to 10 for me. Again, 1, 2. You have to do the first 2 numbers so it knows the pattern, and then I just drag that over to about there, or 1 more, and then we've got all the way up to 10. Now these columns are too big. I want to change the size of those, so I'm just going to highlight those and right click, and then I can see here, where's this, change the width. I've missed something. Resize columns. Whoops. Sorry. Do that again. Whoa. Resize those columns. Right click. Resize. They're 100 at the moment. I'm going to go with maybe 25. About a quarter of the size. I might change them a little bit. Make them like maybe 40. It's a little bit bigger than that. Right click, resize columns. So it's just a bit of a guessing game with that. Whatever works. There we go, that'll do. Alright, now, the difficult thing about this sheet. Again, we're not going to use sum, okay, because sum is just add. So I'm going to type equals, alright? That tells Excel or Google Sheets that I want it to work something out for me. Now, what I want this cell to be is I want it to be that multiplied by, now multiply is Shift 8. The star by that one. Okay, if I press enter, I'll see nice and easily. Perfect. It's done what I wanted it to. It's done 1 times 1. Now, just to clear up which columns are which, I'm just going to change those so they're all bold, so I can see which one of my solutions cells. Now, ordinarily with Excel, what we would do is we sort of drag that down, hope for the best. That doesn't work. Now, if we have a look at the first cell reference, that's A2 times B1. That's exactly what I want to do. A2 is this cell, B1 is that one. If I click on the next cell, though, we can see that's A3 times B2. So that's A3 is this one, times B2, which is that one. Okay, that works in this case because B2 is the same as B1. But in the next one, I've got A4, which is this cell, perfect. But it's multiplied by B3, which is this cell, but I want it to be multiplied by that cell, okay? So that's why we have this thing in Excel called a fixed cell reference. So I want basically I want the A reference to change, okay? So I want that to be A2, A3, A4, so on and so forth. But I want them all to be multiplied by B1. So to lock the cell, I put a $sign in front of the B and a $sign in front of the 1, okay? Press enter. And then if I drag that cell down, so I copy and paste it to all those other cells, perfect, it's done what I want it to do. Now if I have a look at the cell references, A3 times B1, A4 times B1, so on and so forth. So it actually fixes that B1 reference, which is pretty handy. So now, let's just try. Now I can't just copy and paste that over. So I just need to do the same thing again, equals that cell multiplied, Shift 8, by that cell, and I'm just going to change that, whoops, I'm just going to change the, Press enter first, then go to change it. So $C, $1, enter. I typed something else in. I typed \1. Don't know why I did that. Now I move the 1. $C, $1. Click on that, drag it down. Bingo, bango. That's all done. It should be all good. Equals this cell multiplied by this cell. Change the cell reference to $D, $1. Okay, and then drag that down. You're probably starting to get the drift. I probably don't need to go through all of those for you. Basically, just keep doing that, and then you're done. Alright, now we click share from there. We click on get shareable link. Anyone with it can view, perfect. Copy the link. Alright, then go to your Weebly page, drag a button over, put it wherever you want to put it, change the button text to, sorry, when I say put it wherever you want to put it, I mean put it in your Hurdle Tasks page, wherever you want it to go. And then I'm just going to type in Google Sheets 2, so it's really easy for your teacher, which is me, to find. And then we click on link and we paste the link in there, and it will open in a new window, which is perfect. That's how I like it to be. Alright, so then that link's there. If you hit publish, which you can't see right now, but it's over there. If you hit publish, then that'll be live on the web. I can see that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for Google Sheet 2. That'll take you through Google Sheet 1, Google Sheet 2. Your next task is to make a Google Slides document on artificial intelligence. I'm going to make a video for that as well, because I'm not going to be in all week. And you'll be able to watch that video and work in a group of 2 or 3 to do that. Okay, and you'll share the document. I'll show you how to do that in our next video. Cool. Alright, hopefully I'll see you guys next week.